What's up, YouTube? It's your boy NBA Draco here to report Lamelo Ball to the Minnesota Timberwolves in exchange for Reid, a 2033 unprotected first round pick, three first round pick swaps, 2028, 2029, 2030, and three second round picks, 2029, 2032, and 2033. Also, Josh Green will be sent to the Minnesota Timberwolves from the Charlotte Hornets. Was a really great player for the Dallas Mavericks. Didn't get much playing time for the Mavs or the Hornets. I'm guessing he's going to be looking to replace Dante DiVincenzo in that trade deal. The Minnesota Timberwolves are not done yet. They have no power forward. They sent over Reid. I'm assuming they'll be looking at getting Mitchell Robinson, guys like that in free agency, or a power forward like John Collins. But this trade is ridiculous. This is what the Memphis Grizzlies did to Ja Morant, kind of in reverse, but they had a nice young core. You had Lamelo Ball, Brandon Miller, Con Canuple, Miles Bridges, Diabetes at center. You had a great core, and now it's all ruined. They feel like ISO basketball, the Tyrese Halliburton, Jalen Brunson, Trae Young type basketball doesn't work. Y'all just didn't have the patience. And Minnesota, I guess, felt pressured to do this deal. They re-signed Ayo Dosunmu 4 years, $112 million. That's a good deal because he was going to get paid regardless from either the Nets or the Jazz. He was going to get a deal, the deal Keontae George was looking for. But this deal still does not make any sense. The Minnesota Timberwolves tried to get Kyrie Irving. The Dallas Mavericks said no. They tried to get Ja Morant. The Memphis Grizzlies said no. So they saw Shams reporting that Lamelo Ball was the next star to be moved by the franchise, and they went all in. They went all in on this deal. They lost Cat. They messed up. Lost Cat for Julius Randle. Now you have no power forwards. You don't have Julius Randle, and it was rumored for Reid to start. You felt like Reid was expendable. Hornets, make it make sense. Get Reid. I don't understand it. Jeff Peterson, who's a brother, by the way. You and Elton Brand, y'all are the worst GMs in NBA history. No wonder y'all looking at it getting replaced, but I see why. Matt Lloyd from the Minnesota Timberwolves, another horrible GM. You look bad after getting rid of Karl Anthony Towns. The head coach of the Minnesota Timberwolves, Chris Finch. Y'all need John Collins or Mitchell Robinson to replace what Reid gave y'all. Reid gave you shooting, defense on both ends of the floor. John Collins can give you that, but he wasn't efficient from the three-pointer as Reid. I'm still not comprehending this deal. And the young Hornets coach, Charles Lee, you supposed to vouch for your young point guard who's been in this league for a little minute now. Back in 2020, Lamelo Ball was the third overall pick to the Charlotte Hornets. The Warriors didn't want LeVar Ball, saying Lamelo Ball was better than Steph, so they passed on him and got a whack-ass center like James Wiseman. Complete waste of space. They could have got Tyrese Halliburton. They missed out on him, too. The Warriors did. Everybody knows they should have went 1-2. Lamelo Ball was playing in Lithuania against grown men. LeVar Ball will never get his dream of Lonzo Ball playing with his brothers, Jello Ball, in Charlotte. So hopefully the Timberwolves do it. If they don't, it's all right. I know LeVar Ball just recently came out with Neon and said his wife left him after he nursed her back to health from a stroke. He lost his leg. She left him. Bitches ain't shit, but as men, we know this already. But back to Lamelo Ball from the 2020 draft. Now the Timberwolves have the first and the third pick. I really wish Ant-Man would have went to the Warriors, but it didn't go like that. And I wish Minnesota took Lamelo Ball first because I knew Ant-Man was going to be better. You can just tell from what he been through. He already lost his mother, his grandmother. He's already been through hardships, so he knows what it's like. But Lamelo Ball was in my bitch DM, Anna Montana, got her pregnant. Then had a audacity to name the baby Lil One. But it's cool, though. I still fuck with you, LaMelo. I moved on. But I would love to see this duo, this backcourt. I don't know how they're going to share the ball. It's going to be interesting to see. Because Anthony Edwards can play off the ball. at times, but his shots is going to have to decrease some. He's going to have to share the ball with Ant-Man. He's going to have to get more alley-oop lobs to Rudy Gobert, get him in open space. And they need to move off that Rudy Gobert contract. I don't know what they need to do. $200 million, still overpaid. If they can flip that contract, maybe get another power forward, another center, I don't know, Evan Mobley, Jabari Smith Jr., maybe get some young power forwards or a power forward in free agency. That'll be good for this Minnesota Timberwolves team. I still see Ant-Man leaving because I'm a Laker fan. I need Ant-Man, John Morant, and Zion on the Lakers. All this gentrification of my Lakers with Austin Reeves getting paid more than Jalen Brunson when Jalen Brunson took $100 million pay cut and then he got his team to the finals. No, I'm not fucking with it. Austin Reeves need to be in Minnesota. Luka can take his sorry ass to Minnesota. I'm not with it. But let me know what you guys think. Lamelo Ball to the Minnesota Timberwolves. Shams Charania. The Arab saying nigga just reported it. Let me know what you guys think. I thought he was going to have a dry ass free agency. He popping shit on y'all ass.